By the end of this lesson, students should be able to apply the two techniques that we are going to learn about in this lesson to solve algebraic problems. They are going to be able to identify the difference of two squares. They are also going to be able to factorize expressions of the form a squared plus b squared. They are also going to be able to identify perfect square trinomial. And then they are also going to be able to verify factorization by expansion. And lastly, students should be able to solve examination-style questions involving these factorization techniques that we are going to learn about in this lesson. So before we go into the lesson proper, let's quickly try our hands on these starter activities. So expand the following. We're asked to expand x plus 3 is equal to 2. Now, let me show you this formula. So if you have something like this, x plus 3 raised to the power 2, this is the same thing as x minus y raised to the power 2, which is equal to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. So when you have this type of situation, this is the formula to apply. X plus y squared, similar to x plus 3 squared, is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So what we just need to do is just to substitute values into this equation. So x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So keep this formula in mind. You need to remember it. X squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So if I put values into this expression, it's going to be x squared is x squared. X squared doesn't carry any value. 2xy is going to be 2x multiplied by y. The value of y here is 3. Can you see it? The value of y is 3. X does not have any value. X is a variable. The variable y is 3 here. So we're going to put 3 in place of y in this equation. So x squared plus 2x, x squared plus 2, that's this 2, multiplied by x, multiplied by the value of y, which is 3, plus y squared, the value of y, we are going to square it, so 3 squared. So this is the same thing as x squared plus 6x plus 9 squared. Or if you don't want to apply this method, you can just expand. X plus 3 raised to the power 2 is the same thing as x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 3. So x plus 3 raised to the power 2 is the same thing as x plus 3, that is x plus 3 multiplied by itself. So in this case, what do we do? We use the terms x and 3 in this bracket to multiply the terms, to multiply each term in the second bracket. So this will become x multiplied by x is going to be x squared. X multiplied by 3 is going to be plus 3x. 3 multiplied by x is plus 3x. 3 multiplied by 3 is plus 9. Now watch closely. Let me explain something. X multiplied by x is x squared. X multiplied by, remember I told you that this positive sign is attached to this 3. So this positive sign will always follow 3. So x multiplied by plus 3 is plus 3x. Now this positive sign is also following this 3 here. Plus 3 multiplied by x is plus 3x. So this is how I derived plus 3x and plus 3x. It's not guesswork. So this plus 3 is attached to this 3. Why this positive sign is attached to this 3? Why this positive sign is attached to this 3? So x multiplied by x is x squared. X multiplied by plus 3 is plus 3x. Plus 3 multiplied by x is plus 3x. Plus 3 multiplied by plus 3 is plus 9. Now this is the same thing as x squared plus 3 plus 3 is 6x equals to 9. So you can see it is the same thing with this formula here. The expression there. So choose the one that is best for you. You want to memorize this formula x squared plus 2xy plus y squared, or you use this expansion method. Question number 2. X minus 5 squared. Expand the following. Now when you have this type of expression, what it means is that it's saying 2 times, or it's saying x minus 5 multiplied by itself. X minus 5 raised to the power 2 means x minus 5 multiplied by itself. So like I did in number 1, you can still apply this formula. X minus y squared, which is equal to x squared minus 2xy plus y squared. And in this situation now, we have a negative sign. Therefore, there's a negative sign here. But in the first situation where plus was here, everything was positive sign. So this is the identity, the formula that you can use to solve this type of expression, x minus 5 raised to the power 2. But if you don't want to use that, there's another way to go about it. So x minus 5 raised to the power 2 is x minus 5 multiplied by itself. Therefore, x minus 5 multiplied by x minus 5. So if we expand this expression, we are going to multiply each term in the first bracket with the terms in the second bracket. So x minus x, x minus 5. Minus 5 minus x minus 5 minus 5. Okay. Therefore, x minus x multiplied by x is x squared. X multiplied by minus 5. Take note, I'm still attaching the negative sign to 5. X multiplied by minus 5 is minus 5x. Minus 5 multiplied by x is minus 5x. Minus 5 multiplied by minus 5 is plus 25. So when you have minus 5 multiplied by minus 5, negative sign will cancel out negative sign. The expression becomes 25. When you have minus 5 minus 5, remember I've treated this before. When you have minus 5, the same sign, minus 5, minus here, what you need to do, very simple, just add 5 to 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Carry the negative sign, minus 10. When you have minus 5 plus 5, minus 5 plus 5 is equal to 0. The 5 will cancel out each other. 0. So you just need to know this. If you miss this in algebra, you miss solution to the algebra. So x squared minus 5x minus 5x plus 25. So therefore, minus 5x is minus 10. Therefore, x squared minus 10x plus 25. Look at this expression, number 3. M plus 2 multiplied by m minus 2. This is different from the two questions we just treated, where the sign was the same for both expressions in the bracket. Or in this case, we have different signs. We have plus 2 here, we have minus 2 here. We are still going to use the expansion method. We multiply each term in this bracket with each term in this bracket. Therefore, m multiplied by m is m squared. m multiplied by minus 2, the negative sign is still following that 2. M multiplied by minus 2 is minus 2m. Plus 2 multiplied by m is plus 2m. Plus 2 multiplied by minus 2 is minus 4. So when you are multiplying plus 2 multiplied by minus 2, the negative sign will subdue the positive sign, so you have minus 4. In this scenario, you have minus 2m plus 2m. The solution is going to be 0. 2 will cancel out 2, so you have 0 there. So you need to know this, you need to keep them in mind. Very important. So m squared minus 2m plus 2m is going to be m squared. This is going to be 0. Minus 2 plus 2 will cancel out each other, then we have minus 4. So the solution is m squared minus 4. So let's look at the first techniques that we're going to learn about in this lesson. Difference of two squares. So a difference of two squares has the form a squared minus b squared. Difference of two squares has this form. So any algebraic expression that has the form a squared minus b squared, you can use the difference of two squares technique to factorize it. And it can be factorized as, so when you have a quadratic expression of the form a squared minus b squared, it can be factorized as a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So this is how you factorize the difference of two squared. A squared minus b squared is of the form a minus b, a plus b. So example, let's look at an example. So these things, you need to remember them, keep them in mind. A squared, when you have an expression like this, a squared minus b squared, this is how you will factorize it. A minus b, a plus b. So example 1, factorize x squared minus 16. Now x squared minus 16 can be expressed as x squared minus 4 squared. Can you see it? X squared minus 4 squared, because 4 times 4 is 16. So I just express 4 as an exponent of 2. So I have x squared minus 4 squared. Now, this has the form of difference of two squares. X squared minus 4x. Sorry, x squared minus 4 squared. Therefore, I can apply this formula, a minus b, a plus b. Therefore, I can apply a minus b, a plus b. And if I do that, this expression becomes x minus 4, x plus 4. Example 2. Factorize a squared minus 4, sorry. Factorize a squared minus 49. Now a squared minus 49 can also be expressed as a squared minus 7 squared. Therefore, in this expression again, we can apply the, therefore, this expression again takes the form of difference of two squares. So we can apply a squared minus 7 squared is equal to, or rather, we can apply a squared minus b squared, which is equal to a minus b, a plus b. So we can apply this formula. Therefore, a squared minus 7 squared is equal to a minus 7, a plus 7. In this example, 9x squared minus 25 can also be expressed as 9x squared minus 5 squared. Okay? So if we apply the form a squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b, a plus b. This expression is going to be 9x squared minus 5 squared is going to be 3a minus 5, 3a plus, sorry, 3x minus 5, 3x plus 5. Factorize 16m squared minus 81. So 16m squared minus 81 can be expressed as 16m squared minus 9 squared, because 9 times 9 is 81. Which is the same thing as, so if we apply the formula for a squared minus b squared, which is equal to a minus b, a plus b, we apply this formula for difference of two squares, 16m squared minus 9 squared is going to be expressed as 4m minus 9, 4m plus 9. Why 4m? Because 4 times 4 will give me the 60 here, the coefficient of m squared. So this is the solution, 4m minus 4, 4m plus 4. Now if I go further, if I expand this value, I'm going to get back 16m squared minus 81. So check if our factorized form, which is this, if you want to check if it is correct, if your solution is correct, you expand this expression. Therefore, 4m multiplied by 4m is 16m squared. 4m multiplied by plus 9 is 32 plus 32m. Minus 9 multiplied by, sorry, plus 36m. Minus 9 multiplied by 4m is minus 36m. Minus 9 multiplied by plus 9 is minus 81. This is the same thing as 16m squared minus 81, because 36m minus 36m is 0. So you see that we still arrive at the original expression. So this solution is correct. So let's look at the second techniques that we're going to learn about today in this lesson. Perfect square trinomial. So a perfect square trinomial is obtained when a binomial is multiplied by itself. We saw that in the starter activity that we did, where we multiplied expression of the form a minus b squared. Sorry, where we factorized the expression of the form a minus b squared. So a perfect square trinomial is obtained when a binomial is a binomial because it contains two algebraic terms. So it's a binomial. So a perfect square trinomial is obtained when a binomial is multiplied by itself. When a binomial, an algebraic expression that has two terms is multiplied by itself, a perfect square trinomial is obtained. So we're going to be looking at two formulas here. Formula 1, when you have a plus b, we saw this in the starter activity. When we have a plus b squared, this is the formula, a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So when you have an algebraic expression of the form a plus b squared, maybe something like a plus 3 raised to the power 2, or m plus 4 raised to the power 2, or x plus 5 raised to the power 2. When you have an algebraic expression of this form, and you are asked to factorize it, this is the formula that you are going to apply. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. The second algebraic expression that takes this form is a minus b raised to the power 2. A minus b raised to the power 2 takes the form of a perfect square trinomial if you factorize it. A minus b raised to the power 2. And the formula is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. This is going to be the resulting factorization. a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So the first scenario, a plus b squared, this is the formula. Second one, a minus b squared, this is the formula. So take note of them. So what you need to do, if you have an expression like this, x plus 2 raised to the power 2, you just substitute the values into the expression. So in this expression now, a is x, while b is 2. So any part of the formula where you see a, you replace it with x. Any part of the formula where you see b, you replace it with 2. So in this case now, where you have a squared, this is going to be x squared plus 2a, that's 2x multiplied by b, what's the value of b? 2, plus b squared is 2 squared. So the resulting expression is going to be x squared plus 2, sorry, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 4x plus 4 squared. We're going to see more of these in the following examples that we are going to treat. Example 5. Factorize x squared plus 10x plus 25. This is a perfect trinomial, this expression. Remember that a trinomial is an algebraic expression that has 3 terms. Okay, now, in this scenario, we're asked to factorize x squared plus 10x plus 25. There are two formulas that we can use to solve a perfect square trinomial. There are two formulas. This is formula 1, a plus b is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Second formula is a minus b, a squared plus a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. If you look closely at this equation, if you look closely at this expression, you see that this expression is similar to the first formula. Therefore, we are going to use the first formula to factorize that expression. The first formula states that a plus b squared is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So let's apply this to factorize this expression. Our expression is x squared plus 10x plus 25. So I'm going to rewrite this expression in this form. I will rewrite this expression in this form. Therefore, x squared plus 2 multiplied by x, 2 multiplied by 5 plus 5 squared. Can you see? So 2 multiplied by 5 is going to give me 10x. 5 squared is going to give me 25. So we already have our x squared here. So you can see that it is of this form. Therefore, if it is true, if this expression is of this form, then the factorized version is going to be x plus 5 all squared. Look at it closely. So what did I do? The solution is already here. This is the solution. So I just have to check if the algebraic expression is similar to this one. I just have to check if the algebraic expression is similar to this one. Now, because it is similar, therefore the solution is the same. So the solution is going to be x plus 5 raised to the power 2. Example 6. Factorize x squared minus 12x plus 36. This is another perfect trinomial. So we are going to also use the formula that applies to this particular algebraic expression to solve it. And if you look at our two formula for perfect square, trinomial, this is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. This is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Now you can see that this expression is similar to this one. So it means we are going to use the second formula. Therefore, and the second formula states that a minus b squared is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So I'm going to rewrite this algebraic expression in this form. Therefore, x squared minus 2, remember there's a 2 here, minus 2 multiplied by x, which is a variable, multiplied by 6, because 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. So we already have 2 here, so I need to look for a number that I will multiply by 2 to get this original 12. So, and that number is 6. 2 multiplied by 6 is 12. Plus 36 here is going to be 6 squared, because 6 multiplied by 6 is 36. So now we have been able to write or rewrite this expression here as this expression. So it is now x squared minus 2x multiplied by 6 plus b squared. So a is x, b is 6. So I have expressed this expression in this form. Therefore, it means that these two expressions are similar. So I am going to use this solution. The solution is already there. This is the solution. I just want to make sure that this expression is equivalent to this expression, to this formula. So because it is equivalent to it, this is going to be the solution. The solution is a minus b squared, which is equal to x minus 6 squared. Example 7. Factorize 4x squared plus 20x plus 25. Now, if you watch closely, you can easily see that the first formula applies to this expression. Therefore, a squared plus b squared, sorry, therefore a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And the expression given to us is 4x squared plus 20x plus 25x. We can rewrite this expression as 4x squared plus 2 multiplied by x multiplied by 10 plus 5 squared. Since this expression is similar to the first expression, it means that the solution is a plus b squared, which is going to be 2x plus 5 squared. So this expression is 2x because 2x multiplied by 2x is going to give us 4x. Okay? So if it was just x here, it would have been x plus 5. But since it is 4x, it is 2x plus 5. It is 2x because 2x squared is 4x squared. Example 7, factorize 9a squared minus 2a, 9a squared minus 24a plus 16. And the formula to apply here is a minus b squared, which is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. You can see that this expression is similar to this. Alright? So if I rewrite this expression as this expression, it's going to be 9a squared minus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by 12 plus 4 squared. Why 12? Because 2 times 12 is 24. So if this is the solution, if a minus b raised to the power 2 is the solution, therefore the solution is going to be 3x, or rather 3a minus 4 squared. Example 10. Now look at this expression. M squared plus 14m plus 49m. Okay, let me point out something that I've not pointed out before. Now, there are two formulas here that you can use to factorize a perfect square trinomial. So the first one is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared, while the second one is a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So here we have m squared plus 14m. This is plus 14m. And we have plus 49m. So you can see that this is the reason why I said it is similar to this expression here, because here you have plus 2ab and here you have plus b squared. So this is plus 14m plus 14m. There is no negative sign here. So it is similar to this expression. So the solution is a plus b squared. The solution is of the form a plus b squared. So I just want you to take note of that. So any algebraic expression now, any algebraic expression that is in the form of a perfect trinomial that has a negative sign here and a positive sign here, this is the solution. But anyone that has positive sign here and positive sign here, this is the solution. So take note of that. So therefore, the solution to this is a squared, which is the same thing as a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So it means that we can rewrite this expression as m squared plus 2m multiplied by 7, because 2 times 7 is 14, plus 7 squared, because 7 times 7 will give us 49. So if this is true, it therefore means that if our expression is going to take the form a plus b squared, therefore we are going to have n plus 7 squared. So n multiplied by n is n squared, 7 multiplied by 7 is 7 squared. So before we end this lesson, I'm going to show you another method that you can use for factorization. I know there are other methods that you can use apart from the ones I just used now. Let me show you this one. So when you have 9a squared minus 24a plus 16. Okay, this is how you factorize this. So first of all, we are going to multiply this value. So 9 multiplied by 16. So when you have this type of algebraic expression, 9a squared minus 24a plus 16, where the coefficient of a is greater than 1. So if you have this type of expression where the coefficient of a squared is greater than 1, is more than 1, if you have something like this, this is how to factorize it. So the first thing you do, you use this 9 here, the coefficient of a, to multiply this constant. So you have 9 multiplied by 16. And 9 multiplied by 16 is equal to 24. Sorry, is equal to 144. Now the next thing you are going to do, you are going to look for factors of 24, such that if you add them together, they are going to give you this value here, 24. Negative 12 and negative 12, it's going to give us positive 144. Right? So to get this positive 144, we are going to use minus 12 minus 12. Minus 12 minus 12 will give us minus 24. So this is what I'm trying to achieve. I know that the factors of 144 are 12 and 12 multiplied by 12 is 144, right? And 12 plus 12 will give me 24. But there's a negative sign here. So if I say 12 plus 12, I'm going to get plus 24. So how do I get minus 24? To get minus 24, it means I'm going to add minus 12 minus 12, which is minus 24. Therefore, this expression can be written as 9a squared minus 12a plus 16. Can you see it? And if we group these terms, this is going to be, right? Therefore, we have 9a squared minus 12a minus 12a plus 16. So let's factorize what we have inside this bracket. So this expression is going to be 3a multiplied by 3a minus 4. Can you see? 3a multiplied by 3a is 9a squared. 3a multiplied by 4 is 12a. I'm also going to factorize this. This will give me 4 multiplied by 3a. This is there's a negative. Okay, this is a positive sign here, right? But I'm going to change this positive sign to negative sign. So this is going to be 4. Why did I change it to a negative sign? Because I factorized this expression here. So now I have minus 4. Minus 4 multiplied by 3a is going to give me minus 12a. Minus 4 multiplied by minus 4 is going to give me plus 16. So that's why I changed this sign to negative. Because now because what I just did, I factorized this expression. So I need to write it in such a way that if I expand it, I'm going to get back the original expression. So to do that, this sign here will change to negative because minus 4 multiplied by minus 4 will give me back positive 16. So now you can see that by the time I collect like 10, this now becomes 3a minus 4, 3a minus 4, which is the same thing as 3a minus 4 squared. Can you see it? So this is another method that you can use to factorize a perfect square trinomial like this algebraic expression. M squared minus 14m plus 49. So how do I do this? The first thing I need to do, I need to look for the ones that you can multiply to get 49, such that when you add them together, it will give you 14. Now, but take note, there's a negative sign here again. So I cannot just do 7 plus 7 is equal to 14. This is positive 14. But the number here is negative 14. Therefore, I'm going to change the sign to minus 7 equal to minus 14. So this expression can be rewritten as n squared minus 7m plus 14. Sorry, plus 49. And this is the same thing as if I group these expressions. This is the same thing as uh, this is the same thing as 7m is equal to m minus 1 minus 7m minus m multiplied by m minus 7m minus 7. How did I get minus 7 here? Once again, I expressed this expression in such a way that if I open up the bracket, I will get back this expression. So minus 7m, minus 7 multiplied by m is this value here, minus 7m. Minus 7 multiplied by minus 7 is plus 49. Can you see it? So this is the same thing now as if I collect my like terms, it's going to be minus 7 minus 7. So there are two minus 7 here, so I'll just take one minus 7. Then I'll write out the values outside the bracket. Minus, that is n minus 7 will be in the first bracket. The second bracket, I'll take one of these two values, which is n minus 7. So my expression is now n minus 7, which is the same thing as n minus 7 squared. m minus 7 squared takes the form a minus b squared in our first, or rather in the previous example that we treated. So after watching the video, when you get to this part of the video, pause it. There are 10 questions here. I want you to attempt these 10 questions. After answering the questions, send the answer to my WhatsApp number or send it to the comment section of this video in YouTube. I'll see you in the next lesson.